I just want to say they started this Chinese Asian like police girls in this massive campaign of American girls on this beautiful Love Stars, and I was okay looking. Like I started to get poisoned in Australia, but I still kind of looked young. It was just around my stomach, and then I got back to New Zealand, and they put me into St. John's, and my face got ruined. And apparently, all around the motel I was in with the cops, they were just, all these street guys were selling me for $1 oyster. It was dehumanizing. If you saw it, I'd love proof about it. And I was just kept like SpongeBob. And yeah, that's me. Like after I got poisoned in Australia, my face looked alright. My stomach, I was a bit tired. And then they just went for the kill in my bedroom in St. John's 6 months ago. And I had massive, I was asleep. And then, yeah, they were saying that he's just my mate and that they're marrying Spanish girls, and I was kept as a grumpy beast, and I was the beast, and all that news about being a beast and all this museum that I'm lower class. But I just think I'm definitely not, I'm not like a Paris Hilton on the internet or whatever her name is, but I was definitely like a really attractive woman that had a good head on my shoulders, and I've got pretty good friends that are in pretty good quality life. My life turned into some sort of healing journey because I'd kind of had experiences on the other, being in poverty too and around some bad people, and I went back to get a real clarity about it. And so there's a real difference here in Auckland around about January, and then I got beaten up, and they're saying I made it up, and the cops were saying I've got a real reputation for lying, and I was totally innocent, and my face went weird. I've got scars all over me, and look how black my eyes are. And then, yeah, my tents were full of ticks. There was one big one, but the rest of them were so small. But I think they did it into my ear or something in my sleep, because they did something to me and it's really harmed. It started pinching all the nerves in my head, and it's made me a bit funny sometimes, yeah, I just feel like this is so horrible. This city already, Trump's already won, and Julia, but I just want to say this was horrible. Making me junk quality, it was a crime, because I already had it in Australia, and I was trying to go to the police about it, and they silenced me, and she took all the evidence, all my laptops and everything. So I was like, this low quality oil taking the car, and these lions calling me half price. And then they just destroyed my life and chained me to a toilet, and I've been deprived, and it's inhumane, and I've been kept as a transsexual. Like, he made me a leper to all of my friends and family, like there's something wrong with me. Him and Julia, because of a toilet video, which was really, really old, and really, this is cruel, and really making out that I'm so ugly and weird compared to everybody else, but it was silver and chemical poisons. And he was making out I was a monkey, but I was really higher educated. It's stolen my years, my bravery. It's a miscarriage of justice. Stolen my honor. Like all the sexual violence, like it's honor killing, because before all this I was just such a soft-hearted person. She's actually saying the UN girls are only for those girls that look a certain way. But I want to say, why did this Julia and Trump and all these other, even all the India, come over to Sweden, and they campaigned over there that she's got a higher IQ and she was better than me. So they campaigned for a long time for her to win. I didn't know what was going on. But they won't let me have my own right to drive my own life. They're just keeping me in brutality, and he's made me a leper out of all the world. He's making me run away, and it's so I wasn't equal. It's just my face. has been ruined, and that's what I want to say. You can definitely see the difference, can't you? Well, you can't see all my flaws, but it made me all dry, and I've taken a close-up of all my wrinkles. It's made me a massive feral animal, and because I was skitzing out, because they're keeping my free will, and it's against my will. Like, he's just got people not giving me any compassion and chaining me to a toilet, and it's like, why do I have to keep going through this? And then I think they made Ruben and me an illegal thing about illegal, like him having all these choices of life, and then made out that I'm mentally ill every day. And he's had this cafe, like a cafe that I was a fat pig all day. And it's like, but look at all the things I'm surviving. A poppy hate bus with 40 workers, poisoned again and again, held hostage in a sewage like pipe and in a lake that I was really, really ugly. My liver and kidneys having all these problems from poisoning and not getting any real intervention and real medical testing, like really barring me. And basically he's made all these women high-class celebrities of business and work, but this was all the work that I worked for. They just ruined my looks and just really tortured me. And this is a big part of my foundation, my healing. I don't want to die of cancer. How can you go on that I don't have quality? And they're copying my foundation of like having foresight into my next generations. This ship, the old tits flow and gumshoe, was like a real murder, and nobody did anything. I've got videos all over Glen Innes of them calling me fucking ugly, and they won't help me. Nobody will help me. I'm just seen as a leper, and that I'm really stinky.